Are we live? Oh, yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome here on another day. I hope the wonderful Wi-Fi works well today. How are we doing? I know I ask you every day, and I don't necessarily get your answers, but it feels very appropriate to ask you every day how you're doing, and how am I doing with the light on my face. Because presence requires us to know thyself, to be in tune with ourselves. So how do I feel? If I ask myself, how do I feel? How am I in my being? Am I even? You could ask that yourself. Am I in my being? Am I present in my being? And just the fact that we can ask the question makes it more, brings us to awareness. So hence why I ask, how are you doing, or how are you being? Yeah. So the being, when we are rising in consciousness, it's a collaboration, a co-creation, a merger of all aspects of ourself, our own self state. If you like, all aspects of yourself are belief systems and roles that are played. And then all of a sudden, when we are fully conscious, we can drop those for a minute or even for 3 minutes and become the being. So this is why we're doing 3 minutes every day, because if we can become the being in the fullness of the self, that then those 3 minutes can guide us for the whole spectrum of time. I know there is no time, but we're still living on a 24-hour day, and sunrises and sunsets, and we are busy creating and evolving and manifesting. And when we stop the noise, when we stop the thought, when we stop the needing to anything, and we are with the being, then we are fully conscious of all of life. And I tell you that being conscious of all of life means a lot. It means being super sensory with all sentient fields. So all of a sudden, if I am super sentient in those moments of, I'm doing it here only so that you can see me, but maybe for you it's in the Dantian region, in your belly region, or maybe it's in your heart region. It doesn't matter where you feel it is in the physical body, because the physical body is the container for our evolutionary soul, right? So now, what was I saying about that? And I've said this quite a few times, and I feel important that it needs repeating, that if we are in agreement with all sentient fields, that's the moment that we become one mind. It's kind of like we rise up above all that is playing out in this very important lifetime, and we can bring information from all that is available to us in the field excuse me, in the field of consciousness. In the field of consciousness, where there are many possibilities of intelligence. So intelligence from nature and trees and the River Nile, for example, right in front of where I'm doing this live stream, and maybe there's a body of water near you. Excuse me. This cough is taking a while to go away. Are you perceiving all of the consciousnesses that are available to you in your being, within your being? And then once you are in this totality, then it kind of like it works in and it works out. The toroidal field, goes in like the breath. You take the breath in and then you let the breath go again. And then when the body is empty, it cannot help itself but then brings in more prana. So it's not separate from the breath, what I'm talking about. Bringing all sentient fields, bringing all consciousness. When the body is devoid of stale breath, then it has room for all new breath, right? That will do all that it needs to do to function as intelligence. Oh, I'm getting a message that Wi-Fi is not working. The joys of dancing with Wi-Fi. So this is the part I wanted to say to you, is that the more we are aware, the more we can jump. I want to say jump from one density to another, or rise or assimilate. Perhaps we're not mostly good. Oh, thank you, Illa. Perhaps when we talk about density or fourth dimension, perhaps it's not so much as leaving the dimension or rising from the fourth to the fifth, or I don't know, wherever the measure of consciousness might actually be. This is what we've made up. This is what humans made up. But it may well be that this consciousness rising is this evolution of bringing all things and collapsing all sentient fields, in a way collapsing time, and we become masters of all intelligence, masters of time, masters of consciousness. So the more, think about it, perhaps feel into it. If rising consciousness means receiving all consciousness and becoming all consciousness, then that will cause us to to rise like a fountain, so express like a fountain. I guess this is possibly. Oh, I need to stop talking. I meet you in the field. So much love. Thank you all. Finn came to join us for the 3 minutes. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your presence. Sending so much love from Egypt. See you tomorrow.